Yo, 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 it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fellow, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, and I've returned today with another ADH wealth solution. Today, we'll begin to discuss fulfilling all of your financial needs. To contribute to channel growth, the links are in the description. To schedule an appointment of your own, or to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with no medical exam and an instant decision, my information is in the description. Lastly, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. And now, here's our next feature. Salute, 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 salute. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And I've returned today to whap and tap on your head with another ADH wealth solution. Today's article is entitled Morning Coffee. The JP Morgan banker with a $1.5 million basic salary and a $33 million bonus. A place where bankers refuse to work, no matter how good the money. Before we go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam, or to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional. The links are in the description. There's an article released January 21st, 2022 by Daniel Davies. Although material risk takers in Europe and the UK are subject to a cap on bonuses as a portion of their basic salary, there are no such rules in the USA. This means that it's still possible to find rainmakers whose basic salary is not really so far removed from that of a newly promoted managing director, but whose total compensation puts them into an entirely different league. Many firms prefer to pay their top earners this way when they can. It sets a good tone for everyone else to know that the boss has more skin in the game than anyone else. And there are few bigger rainmakers at JP Morgan than Jamie Dimon himself. Although Jamie is dynastically rich, we guesstimated a while back that he probably has more liquid, realizable wealth than the Queen of England. It's nearly all come from performance-based related awards, combined with the appreciation of the JP Morgan stock price during his time at the top. To a certain extent, the official per annum total comp of $34.5 million understates what a good year he's had, because it doesn't just include the special award of long-term stock units he got in July, which was valued at about $50 million, and intended to encourage him to stay on for another 5 years. It's hard to say that he doesn't deserve it, but the board might be storing up problems for the future. Across the rest of the street, people have been handing out warnings with the letters telling bankers not to get too used to it and that the 2022 awards are likely to be lower unless something truly unprecedented happens. Although Jamie Dimon has seen more bull and bear markets than most of us in his time, he can't be wholly immune to the same emotions as any other banker. A mere $20 million bonus will now feel like an insult. And that could be a problem because along with the ups and downs of the banking cycle, the board now have a 5-year project of managing their star CEO out of the business. By the end of his current retention program, Jamie will be 70 years old. Although he has a famous stamina and energy, he also has a heart condition. So his personal franchise is a depreciating asset with a 5-year amortization period, which in turn means that any further increases in the personality cult of Jamie Dimon could be actively destructive to the long-term interests of JP Morgan. The more the firm is seen as the House of Dimon, the bigger the eventual disruption will be. A series of gradually diminishing bonuses and a progression to an adventurous role with the telephone that nobody answers might be the best thing for all concerned. They say that political careers always end in failure. That's not necessarily true of banking careers, but a graceful decline is harder to manage than one might think. Elsewhere, headhunters are now coming out in the open to say something which has been widely talked about in the Asian market for a while. Nobody wants to go and work in Hong Kong. The usual solution to this has been tried, and according to headhunter Jason Kennedy, no amount of money makes any difference. As he says, it's a lifestyle balance, even for traders. The combination of very strict COVID precautions and political unrest has meant that the place just isn't as much fun anymore. Banks have been trying all year to deal with this by begging anyone with family connections to return home, moving heads of divisions to make the place look more attractive in career terms, and continuing to take part in a merry-go-round of poaching in the local market. But even that labor pool might be shrinking, according to a survey by the American Chamber of Commerce, as many as 44% of expats currently working in the city are considering leaving. It's a problem with no obvious solution. Anyone with ambitions in China can hardly give up and move their operation to Singapore. But you can't do business in Hong Kong without a critical mass of experienced staff. For the foreseeable future, it seems likely that locals and money-minded expats will be able to take their choice of employers. Meanwhile, the two most beautiful words in the fintech lexicon, backed by Tiger Global, French corporate cards, and payments startup Spendesk, is planning a hiring spree aiming to increase its headcount by 300 people in 2022, particularly in London. Barclays has hired Francois Baron to be chair of its French investment bank. Mr. Baron was the finance minister of France from 2011 to 2012, so there will surely be points for any organizer of investment banking industry events who manages to sit him next to former UK Finance Minister George Osborne of Robbie Warshaw to see what they reminisce about. Robinhood is addressing an issue that occasionally crops up in startups. When your share price drops, recently hired employees suddenly see their hiring packages disappear. They're making a one-off award to bring them back to break even. It must have seemed like such a good idea for the CEO of one Swiss national champion to take a prestigious, non-executive appointment to another. Now, after a grueling couple of years and considerable grumbling from Roche shareholders, Severin Schwan is not sure he wants to stand for re-election as deputy chair of Credit Suisse. Morgan Stanley has closed down an electric trading platform in Paris. This doesn't look like it has many implications for the labor market, and probably reflects the fact that trading in Euroland is consolidating in Amsterdam, where the telecoms and data center capacity is better. Deutsche Bank has hired John Arena from Bank of America to work in Florida, recreate his franchise in lending to wealth management clients collateralized against their art collection. As well as its intrinsic interest, this could be extremely important for art fans. Deutsche's hospitality at the Frieze Festival in London is justifiably famous, and there would smiles on many exquisitely stunned faces if they were to do the same at Art Basel in Miami. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's article. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam, or to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, The links are in the description. With that being said, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Salute, salute, salute.
Hey folks, this last video was sponsored by my company, where we help people like you to reach their financial goals. We do this through a simple conversation where we help to identify and then protect your lifestyle, and then we implement a plan. The process starts at about an hour. So, if you want more information or you want to schedule a consult, contact me via the information in the description box, and let's talk and see if we're actually a great fit for each other. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Thank you, and enjoy life.